So I've got Dan Grant, the director at FatRank and Promo SEO, and today's video is about organic SEO and using SEO strategies to generate leads and whether you think this is a good strategy or not.
Yeah, so I think organic SEO is one of them where it can definitely work really, really well if you know what you're doing. People who obviously are able to kind of rank websites and are familiar with kind of manipulating Google's algorithm, familiar with writing good sales copy, having a quick, responsive website that's obviously good and kind of converts well with the right call to actions. If you know all of that and you're able to actually do SEO properly and do it well and rank websites, and it can work really, really well. Where people come a bit unstuck with it is they think that they can obviously just throw a website up. They'll use something like Wix or WordPress or whatever it is and just throw a website up quickly. And obviously, without that kind of experience and know-how within Google, it's really hard to actually rank and kind of get those inquiries initially. So it does require kind of a bit of specialist knowledge. It's definitely something that can work, but I think it's probably, easier alternatives for people who are trying to just generate good quality leads than going down the SEO route. Just because I think people don't realize how kind of daunting it actually is to rank organically within Google. There's just so many factors obviously involved. From ranking the website to backlinks to the website, powering them up. It's a big cost involved, so people don't take that fully into account, and then obviously it does generally mean that they struggle to generate the leads they initially thought that they would have done.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, personally, I think that generating SEO leads via organic SEO strategies is a lot better than social media like Facebook ads and like Twitter and like Instagram and places like that. Mainly because it's not interruption marketing. So they've had to go out of their way to create a search in Google. So they've had to think about, hold on a minute, we need this product or we need this service. They've gone out of their way to go and create the search to find someone for that product or service. So for that reason, in comparison to like social media ads, lead generation, the conversion seems to be a lot higher. The downside to it is, like you said, is that there's lots of different ranking factors for you to physically try to rank the website. So just talk us through one or two with regards to ranking websites. If you've got 30 seconds of explaining how to rank a website, try and explain how do you rank a website high up in Google to try to be ranking for the big keywords.
Yeah, so obviously very, very condensed version of this because there's so many factors to all of it. But I think typically the main kind of areas are content and backlinks. So obviously having really good relevant content that's going to rank well in Google for your search engine, actual results page. Content that is kind of relevant and tailored towards your niche, content that's obviously kind of got links going through and internal linking, power them up. And obviously from an external links perspective, you do want to have high quality relevant backlinks pointing back to you as well. You don't want spammy links. And obviously all of that kind of, that holistic approach of doing the content and links properly does cost a lot of money, like I said previously. So I think sometimes people think, okay, if I do a one-page article and build a link to it, I'll rank it. It's just obviously not the case. As we know, there's a lot more that goes into the algorithm. So yeah, generally they're the kind of biggest two factors really in terms of ranking on Google.
Yeah, and then obviously from there, then once you are ranking as well, you've still got to make certain you've got a website that's fast. You've got to make certain it's built for conversion from a design point of view with the right call to actions in place. You need to make certain that content, it's not only how well written that the article is with regards to like NLP optimization of getting the right entities and stuff like that on the page and writing it in a really concise manner that Google likes. You've also got to make certain it's good enough for, like, from a sales copy point of view for the user to then say, yes, I've got trust in this website and I now want to inquire with them. Plus, not only that, it's not just about a single page. You need topical authority. So you need lots of pages writing on the topic to try and rank for those terms. So obviously it's not a short-term kind of win. PPC, I could set up a PPC account today and start generating leads today. But it's very costly in doing that. It is also very costly in trying to rank SEO and trying to rank websites with SEO. It's a longer term strategy, but PPC and SEO does seem to yield better type of results than what social media would. But talk a little bit about now how we've moved away from just doing organic SEO. Obviously, we're in a holistic digital marketing company that looks at every different angle, whether it's Facebook ads, Twitter ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, PPC, or ranking organically in SEO. Like, just explain a little bit now about our pay on conversion lead generation strategy and how you feel. Do you feel that that's better than like an organic SEO lead generation strategy, the pay on conversion?
Yeah, well, I think as you mentioned there, we obviously do kind of a holistic approach where we try to kind of cover all angles for our clients. So obviously we try and generate our leads not just from organic, but from kind of Facebook ads, from PPC, and all these other, other different areas, which I think is quite important to mention. That and the fact that obviously I said earlier, with a lot of kind of people who are trying to do organic for the first time who aren't kind of specialists in it, they're having to put a lot of money and a lot of time into it without any kind of guarantee of results. Whereas we've been doing organic for, I think 11 years or so now, 12 years or so now. So we have that experience in it. And obviously with our kind of pay on conversion method, what we do with that model is we obviously don't charge our clients for the leads at all. So the leads are completely for free. And we do all that kind of background work. We front the cost of the website, we front the cost of the links and the content and everything and optimizing it and ranking the site. And it's not until they actually convert that job that they have to pay for the work. So obviously if you're kind of a company and you're looking at both and comparing, you could say, yes, I could learn organic SEO. It might take me 2 or 3 years to really kind of start to learn about how to rank in Google. I might have to save up all this budget and obviously put that into the site. And even then, there's no guarantees of leads coming in. Whereas obviously, if they were to work with us, we guarantee them the leads, we front the cost of the website. So, it does sound like we're tooting our own horn here a little bit, but obviously there is no cost to those leads. So it's kind of completely risk-free for them. So with that being said, I think definitely our pay on conversion model is superior just because it requires less research, less courses to do, less money to put into it, and it's completely risk-free for these businesses. And in the time that we're in, that's obviously quite an important factor. Companies are trying to look to cut costs where they can, and obviously try to grow their business at the same time. So I think it's kind of a no-brainer from that perspective.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important for anyone who's watching this video as well to understand that we are very selective with who we choose on our pay on conversion, because we've got to make certain that you as a company are good enough to service our leads. And what I mean by that is if we're generating you leads and you're not getting back in touch with the person that's filled in the form for 2, 3, 4 days, well, obviously that's massively going to affect conversion rate. And that's actually going to affect us because we only get paid on conversion. So we've got to make certain that you've got a sales team or someone that's going to jump on them inquiries very quickly, provide a good service, that you are competitive on price. I'm not saying you need to be the cheapest, but you need to offer a solution and a service and a product for the customer that is good value, but enough profit for us both to make something out of it. Because obviously we're not completely doing it for free, that if you go and get a conversion, you don't have to pay us anything. You need to add a bit of a finder's fee on for us, but we are completely de-risking everything of what we do on the pay on conversion. So if you are watching this and you are buying leads at present from SEO strategies, are you ranking organically in SEO for your own website and you're wanting more leads? Or are you buying leads from places like Checkatrade and Bark, which they've got websites that rank organically very well? Leave a comment in the comment section. Also click on the link to check out our pay on conversion lead generation model.